Shalom Yisharallah, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakal Kodash Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And this is a video on, basically prophecy being fulfilled, man. Alright, and looking at the news and everything that's going on, you can obviously see that all these nations and these countries that once was making deals and trades and imports and exports with America is suddenly starting to do those things with the so-called the enemies of America, Salakia. So everybody that America was allies with is now starting to become more of a enemy. Alright, because you see Russia, Russia is basically getting these other nations to basically commune with Russia and to form up and come against and rise up against and turn away from America, basically. Alright, and that's what's gonna happen. Alright, because prophecy said that was gonna happen. Alright, and scriptures is multiple scriptures going into that. Alright, so Esau, man, your time is about to come, man. With these other nations is about to start, these other nations is about to start getting their piece of their pie, man. Alright, cause look, this what Esau did. He sat up there and used, abused, and mooched off these other nations. Alright, and now these other nations is getting angry, man. Alright, they want their money back. Alright, because America is in $200 trillion in debt. Alright, from these other nations, and these other nations, these other nations, they want their shit back, basically. These other nations, they want they want their payback. They want their revenge. They want their money, man. Alright, so not to digress, getting back in these scriptures, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Alright, and it says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. Alright, it says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, there is none understanding in him. Right, man, all these other nations coming together to get back at Esau. Alright, like I was saying, all these other heathen nations that was cool with America, doing all these things with America, trades, exports, imports, they slowly starting to assemble with the enemy now. Alright, so basically all these other nations gonna come together to destroy America, and then at the end of the day, they gonna destroy each other. Alright, that's what's gonna take place. But the main thing they focus on now is getting back at Esau. Alright, they want to get their revenge. These other nations is basically gonna do everything Esau did. They're gonna use Esau. They're gonna take away all his natural resources, come to his land, destroy his land, take everything that he got in his land, and just leave him for dead. Because that's what Esau did to these other nations. And they recognize that, man. They see that. Alright? And they're not about to keep letting Esau do that. So they're gonna get their payback, man. They're gonna finesse Esau and destroy him. just like he did them, you know. But a little precept is Habakkuk. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5 says, Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keeping at home, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Right, man. This man, he Esau, alright? He's a proud man that just cannot be satisfied. You know, he take pride in everything he do, and all these acts that he commit, and yet he just need more and more. You know, he has yet the whole world, man, in control of the whole world, all the money, he can have and do anything he want, man, but he still want more. He not satisfied with having the whole earth in his rule, in his possession, man. He always got to go out and do something extravagant, you know, and just go out the whole 9 yards. He's never satisfied, man. That's this devil, man, Esau. And it says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself in thick clay. Right, man. You know, I'm going to read that over. Verse 5, it says, yea, also, because, Salakia, this Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Right, so he filled himself up with all these philosophies, man. He filled himself up with all this wickedness, all this evil, and he becomes a proud man, man. He becomes proud of all this wickedness that he does. And says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Right, man. He never keepeth at home, which means, you know, he not no normal, you know, typical chill type person, man. You know, he always out doing something, messing with something, man. He like that little aggravating little sister or that aggravating little brother you got that you watch at home, you know. He don't never stay still. He always out doing something, touching something, messing something up, man. You know, that's Esau. And it say, Salaki, it say, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth into him all nations. Right, all these other nations gonna gather up unto Esau, man. They're gonna gather up against him, and Esau, he's gonna be terrified when he see all these other nations, you know, basically coming down on him, you know, destroying him, you know, paying him back for all that he did. Alright, and it says, Salakia. It says, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? Right? Like I was saying, these is prophecies that have to come to pass, man. To let us know when we getting up out of here, man. And that's real soon. You know, because everything that's going on with these other nations in America is adding up to prophecy, to scriptures, man. What scripture said was going to happen. Alright, scripture said that these other nations was going to gather up, and this should take a parable. This should be a parable among him. Take up to be a parable among him. Right, man. You know. So, verse 6 is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? Right, man. All these is gonna come to pass against him, man. All these prophecies is gonna come up against him. You know? Salakia. verse, finishing up on that verse 6, it says, and a taunting parable against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Right, man. Esau increaseth. Esau continues to flood himself out with all of these stolen resources, man. He's basically collecting everything that he stole from these other nations, and it's building up, it's piling up. He's increasing in all of these stolen goods, stolen resources, stolen customs that he took from these other nations, man. And that's another reason, stolen money, that he took from these other nations. And that's why they mad. That's why they about to join together to come against him. Alright, and it says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Right, man. Esau, he done laid himself in thick clay in that debt, that $200 trillion dollar debt, man. And he's stuck. He can't climb out of that. Alright, he's stuck. Ain't nothing he can do to get out of it. Right? He's just gonna have to take his tribulation, against these other nations. And they coming with nukes, man. Alright? That's what they coming with, nukes. These other nations, man, they coming to kill and destroy this place. Now I'm gonna go to Nahum. Slack, bear with me. But yeah, man. So, while Esau talking about he can't be touched with all his pride he got, man, little did he know, these other nations, man, they coming in these other nations is coming in with missiles and different technology and different different type of ways to destroy this place, and their military is just way better than ours, man. They got powerful nations backing them up, so Esau can't do nothing to him, man. He ain't no match. He the only one standing by himself. He the only nation standing by himself. NATO gonna turn against him, alright? Because at the end of the day, these other nations ain't trying to get messed up with Esau. So if you can't beat them, join them, And that's what these other nations gonna do. Esau and his nation, the great whore of Babylon, is gonna get burnt down to ashes, man. Alright, but this Nahum 3, chapter 19, Salaki. Nahum chapter 3, verse 19. And they say, Salaki, it says, there is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous, all that hear the bruit of thee shall clap the hands over thee. Right, man, once this place get destroyed, man, once this place is laid desolate, it won't be re-innovated or built back up, man. No, that's going to be the end of America. Once this place get destroyed, once it get nuked, once it's burnt down to the ground, that's all that is left, man. Ain't no building it back up again. Ain't no America coming back in power. It ain't none of that, man. It's just, that's the end. And scripture said that, it says, all that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee. These other nations is gonna rejoice over their destruction, man. Especially the elect, man. Mainly the elect. That's what that's really talking about, the elect. And these other nations too. But the elect is gonna rejoice of seeing this wicked place and this captivity be burned down, man. And these other nations is too. Cause yet they done taught all this stuff, man. They done sat up here and ran their mouth for so long and cheated these other nations for so long that when this place when they actually get revenge, they're gonna rejoice, man. Alright? And they're gonna clap that they have victory over America, man. Alright? Especially all the pride America got. You know, they're gonna rejoice. Alright? And it says, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually. Right, man. Cause right. You know, that they're gonna rejoice because Esau then did all this wickedness to everybody else, and now he being paid back for his wickedness. You know? So yeah, it said whom Salakia. It said, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually. No, that's the what they call it, a rhetorical question, you know, because the obvious answer is nobody, man. Everybody has seen or experienced that wickedness, the wicked tactics that Esau used, man. Every nation has experienced that, all right? Especially the Israelites, you know, because we the only ones the Most High dealing with. We the only ones who's been in captivity by all these nations, you know. And we see the wickedness in you, Esau, man. These other nations do too. That's why in the time of Jacob's trouble, all your wickedness will be shown, man. We gonna pull the covers off your head, man. You know, like they do in Scooby-Doo, you know, that they take this mask off, man. We gonna take your mask off. We can see you for the criminal who you really are, man. And all these everybody who thought that you was their protector, they gonna see that they gonna be ashamed, man, for even believing in you, man. All right. But no, a precept to the Nahum is Malachi. So I can bear with me right quick. The script. Yeah, man. Esau is gonna get exposed for that wicked man you truly are. No, ain't no more beating around the bush with you, Esau. You know, because that's what's basically going on, man. Other nations is beating around the bush with you right now. You know. And Trump is just eating it all up. Alright, because secretly, Trump is the one, not even secretly, man. Trump is the one who is basically making all these prophecies come to pass. You know, Trump is the one basically pushing the prophecies to come to pass. You know. But this is Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Alright, so Esau think that he gonna build the desolate places up. You know, and that's what he doing now, man. Places that he ain't even thought about rebuilding, man. That he just obvious out of nowhere he just decided to start building up new stuff, man. New companies and new types of technology implemented out in the world, trying to basically make this place look like it's gonna last. Trying to put mirth into this world, man. You know, that's his agenda. And it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Right. So, you know, you got Esau building up stuff now, trying to make this place last longer. But the Lord said he was going to throw down. So at the end of the day, Esau, you're wasting your time, man. Everything that you're building is going to be destroyed by the Most High. Alright? Sooner or later, man. And it's looking like soon, man. It is soon that's going to come to pass. You know, because scriptures is starting to be fulfilled. You know, this is the year of prophecy. Alright? And finish up that Malachi 2 and 4, it says, or Salakia, finish up that Malachi 1 and 4, it said, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Yeah, Esau. Yeah, America is the border of wickedness, man. Because this place is wicked. This place is divided amongst itself, man. This place is split up and separated, you know. This place is wicked in all its wicked deeds and all its wicked ways, man. Ain't nothing good coming out of anything from Esau ruling. Alright? You got homosexuals running rampant, laws being passed to protect them, transgenders out here, men want to be women, women want to be men. You know, all these different confusion ass genders and whatnot, man. You know, all types of wickedness, man, running rampant. Alright? And it's all coming from Esau, man. You're the border of wickedness. Alright? And it says, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation for forever. Right, man. You're the people that's against the Lord. Alright? You're against the Lord, man. All your morals, all your actions show that you're against the Lord. Alright? So, you know, Esau know that his day is finna come, man. That's why he got these underground bunkers, man. That's why he got trying to prepare for his downfall. You know, because he know these things can come to pass. He know he gonna end up fighting the Lord. He know these other nations about to come on him with these nukes. All right. So now I'm gonna go to Luke. Now I'm gonna go to Luke chapter 11. Verse 17. Alright, and it says, but he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Right, man. America ain't nothing but confusion, man. Because it